Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up during inflation, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 up front for 3 months plus taxes and fees. Promo rate for new customers for limited time. Unlimited more than 40 gigabytes per month. Slows full terms at mintmobile.com.
This episode is brought to you by Shopify. Whether you're selling a little or a lot, Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. From the launch your online shop stage, all the way to the we just hit 1 million orders stage. No matter what stage you're in, Shopify's there to help you grow. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/special offer, all lowercase. That's shopify.com/special offer.
This is Optimal Work Daily, episode 1346. Need motivation? Be the motivation. By Joel of 5AMJoel.com. And I'm Dan, your host, and welcome back to Optimal Work Daily. This is, of course, where I read from the very best blogs that we can find covering work and productivity. And we're going to get right to it now and hear from Joel as we start optimizing your life. Need motivation? Be the motivation. By Joel of 5AMJoel.com. When I was younger, I got turned down for a job promotion at work. When I asked the hiring manager for reasons why I didn't get the job, he said that something during my interview worried him. Apparently, when he asked me about teamwork, I told him, quote, "My teammates and I depend on each other for encouragement and motivation on the days when we're feeling a little down." End quote. Now, I can't remember saying this specifically in the interview, but it doesn't matter. He heard what he heard. So what's wrong with this? Seems like a harmless comment about teammates, camaraderie, and bonding with other employees, right? I thought there was nothing wrong with showing up to work in a bad mood sometimes because your teammates can provide motivation and cheer you up. I mean, sometimes you're happy and sometimes you're sad, right? Well, the hiring manager went on to explain that nobody should depend on others for motivation. What if it's not there one day? He was looking to promote employees that would be self-motivated, leaders, people who come into work motivated every single day. Did you know anyone like that when you were 19 years old? Me neither. Like any constructive criticism, I took it extremely personally, overanalyzed it, got angry, had a little cry, and then finally accepted this is something I might have to work on. Here is some of my overanalysis and thought process. Peter and Paul. Peter and Paul are workmates, average 20-something-year-old dudes working in a retail cell phone store. They're happy some days and sad other days. This is okay individually, but when they get together, things get interesting. On Monday, Peter is happy, Paul is happy. Today is a good day at work. On Tuesday, Peter is sad, Paul is happy. There's a decent chance Peter can cheer up Paul. Today is an average day at work. Wednesday, Peter is sad, Paul is sad. The entire day sucks. Thursday, Peter is having a breakdown. Paul is sad, mostly about Peter, and the spiral continues downward. I'm not a mental health professional, but I've been researching this topic for a while and found some related information I'd like to interpret. Sad seeking sad. No matter our feelings, we usually like to be around people that feel the same way. Sad people will usually seek out other sad people. Happy people will naturally seek out happy people. Get to work at 8 a.m. Mix of happy and sad people. By 10 a.m., the office looks like this. Happy people group together. Sad people find each other somehow. When sad people are surrounded by happy people, they can get even sadder. Feeling outnumbered can push people in the opposite direction. Happy people, seen through negative lenses, can appear annoying. Why am I sad? Some people are happy at home, but not at work. It's highly possible that extremely happy and or motivated people change temperatures as soon as they get into work. Traffic during the commute, horrible bosses, or even just doing activities that you just don't like doing can wear you down. I eventually started to think differently. Slowly, over the years, I've become more and more self-motivated. If I depend on others for motivation, the fate of my day is basically in their hands. That could be a good thing, but it could just as easily be a bad thing. Don't get me wrong, I still get a lot of inspiration and motivation from others everywhere in the world, but I don't rely on it. Furthermore, I believe that my self-motivation rubs off on others. Motivating others isn't my primary goal. It's an awesome side effect of being a self-motivated individual. things catch on pretty quickly when you lead by example. Standing out at work. A personal example from a few years ago. It was March 30th, 2017. My team had a quarterly team building workshop led by a motivational speaker, awesome guy, John Sanchez. One of the things John encouraged everyone to do is, quote, embrace your crazy. Your wacky, crazy ideas should be lived and shared, not hidden or run from. End quote. John and I grabbed a beer later that night, and he learned about my 5 a.m. challenge and self-motivation. He encouraged me to start sharing my enthusiasm with my teammates. In fact, he said to share it with my team, family, friends, and anyone I meet. Share with everybody. Embrace your crazy. So the very next morning when I got up at 5 a.m., I sent an email to all my teammates. It said something along the lines of, I'm very excited to be part of such a great team, and I can't wait to crush it today with you. Then the next day, I wrote another pump-up email. Then the next day and the next. Now this daily email has been going on for over 500 days. Word started to spread across my company that I was one of those annoying happy guys. People reached out to get on my morning email list. They wanted to be excited about work too. Throughout the year, my boss traveled to executive meetings all over the country and shared my emails with others. Other managers and executives from around the company wanted to be included. They joined my daily email list. When I announced I was leaving the company, I had managers from all over the country emailing me good wishes and to reach out to them if I ever wanted a position on their team. Even though they had no clue who I was or what my skills were, they loved the fact that I show up to work every day motivated and help others to do the same. That's great, but happy people can be really annoying. Yep, they certainly can be. But who would you rather hang out with? Call to action. I'm not saying everyone needs to wake up early and be excited for no reason, but I'd like to challenge you to be more self-motivated. When you wake up, have a think about why you're doing whatever you're doing. What's the end goal you are shooting for? Is it to help people? Help your family? Do you do it for the money? Your clients? You might find that answering these types of questions every now and then gets you thinking about what you want from life versus all the downsides out there. So, what motivates you? You just listened to the post titled Need Motivation? Be the Motivation by Joel of 5AMJoel.com. We're driven by the search for better. But when it comes to hiring, the best way to search for a candidate isn't to search at all. Don't search. Match with Indeed. Indeed is your matching and hiring platform with over 350 million global monthly visitors and a matching engine that helps you find quality candidates fast. Ditch the busy work. Use Indeed for scheduling, screening, and messaging. 93% of employers agree Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites. One of the things I love about Indeed is that it filters out those incompatible applicants. So when you're hiring, the process is much faster, and you only have to consider applicants that are already likely to be a great fit. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/startup. So just go to Indeed.com/startup right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/startup. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? You need Indeed.
With supply chains becoming more complex, you need to stay on top of the latest logistics developments. So if you work with logistics, you need the Beyond the Box podcast from Maersk. It's the easy way to keep up to date with everything from digital disruption in logistics to the need for supply chain resilience in today's market. Find out more and keep ahead of the game with the Beyond the Box podcast on logistics insights at maersk.com/insights.
And thanks to Joel, who lives in California with his wife and his hyperactive German shepherd named Cooper. Joel was born and raised in Australia and moved to the U.S. when he was 22 years old. Back in 2016, as he mentioned in the post, he started getting up every morning at 5 a.m., and it started as one of those 30-day challenges. But after that challenge was over, he never stopped. He sends out short daily messages at 5 a.m. each morning on happiness, positivity, and learning to be a better human. And he's been doing this now for thousands of days, and Joel writes regularly about personal finance too, so you can hear his content featured over on Optimal Finance Daily, and you can find and follow that show wherever you get your podcasts. But that's going to do it for today. I hope you enjoyed the post and that you're having a great day out there, and I'll be back here with you tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.